trusses are shown on a different page, but pick up your trusses. They'll show up on my 39th sheet. I use the roof plan to take off my roof sheathing because you need to use the slope factor. So, you understand how slope works, and the importance when you're taking off from plan view. So when you're in, that's where the slope is right there for the truck. Let me use something Okay, so once y'all finish this assignment, once you price everything out, send me your final estimate, and that will be today's homework assignment. I will be sending out a quiz, which will be on a similar size building, and your job is to basically recreate your estimate on a different floor plan. So I'll be sending that out. It'll probably be, it looks like I'm not able to connect to the network right now, so I'll send that out sometime today or first thing tomorrow. But I'll give you all day Wednesday to complete that assignment, and it's due at the start of class Monday. But yeah, once you finish your pricing, do get that to me today. By end of class today, get your pricing finished, and then your quiz is due by start of class Monday. Okay? And you had a question? So I gave you this production rate of 1.5, which should calculate out 200 hours based on 300 linear feet of wall. But the way I thought through coming to that production rate is I take my total quantity and then I divide it by my crew, which is 5 frames, working 8 hours a day for 5 days. That's how I came up with my production rate. Sorry, you're gonna have to speak up.
So say for example, I say your top plate is 600 linear feet. So would you replace that 300 with 600 for the top plate?
Like linear?
Is that the formula for all the way down?
So this labor applies to this whole, to everything.
Okay.
So that 200 hours is gonna cover everything I have highlighted there. Now, you could go through and do smaller or larger production rates for each line item. But I'm just treating this as 5-man crew can do everything here in 1 week. That's basically how I'm thinking about it.
Okay. So that's pretty much the same thing all the way down. It's pretty much is that that's 200 hours account for everything.
Correct.
And
And then 200 hours for everything inside the building.
okay.
So 1 week for the shell, which gets my exterior walls, my exterior sheathing, my roof trusses, and my roof sheathing. And then 1 week for all the interior framing with the same crew.
Okay, and so what, so when you say pricing, what in particular do you refer to?
The material pricing is what you guys should be working on.
Okay.
And then you can use Lowe's or Home Depot or Rideout. I really recommend Maynard's because their pricing is just very straightforward. They never refer you back to the store for final pricing.
Okay, so that's the reason, we're just figuring out the material rate, and that's what we're kind of saying, just kind of go on Lowe's or Home Depot and just kind of figure out the pricing for each material.
Yeah, so, I'm not gonna be real picky about the exact type of material you're using, but, pressure treated wood for your base plates. Spruce, for your studs. Southern yellow pine for your top plates. if you don't know that, I'm just kind of explaining to you now, I'm not gonna hold it against you if you don't know that, it's, materials class, but, you know, basically you should generally know that it's pressure treated for your base plate. It's gonna be spruce fir for your studs, yellow pine for your top plates. I know a guy once that ordered all southern yellow pine for an entire building. He was chewed out for that mistake, so, no names.
Was it Kennedy?
That was me. It can be done. The engineer didn't mind at all because southern yellow pine is your strongest wood, but it's not good about bowing. It bows unbelievably bad. So framers were very pissed off at me for that, but you know, hey, they framed it and it was fine. That's, if you guys know the, Purple Cow in Conway and Hendricks, that is all southern yellow pine.
Still standing.
Also, so I did all the takeoff on that job for wood framing, had to buy out all the wood. And I gave all my quantities to the superintendent, was like, order each floor at a time, and we'll fix the estimate on the last floor. If I took off too much or too little, we'll fix it on that last order. Well, he wasn't listening to me when I told him that, and he ordered the whole building all at once.
gosh.
And I was standing out there and like 18-wheeler after 18-wheeler started showing up, and it was like, that sure seems like a lot of wood for one floor, and but man, I nailed it. Like it came in perfect. It was just right. Didn't waste much of anything. It's like one extra pack of 2x6s. You know, for a job that size, that's good.
Those are at the superintendent's farm now.
I'm sure. But anyway. And then I'd figure, for your sheathing, I'd go with, I think you can call it out, is your typical zip sheathing for your exterior sheathing.
Yeah. He said it's not spec.
I had OSB and Tyvek in there. but-
Hey, I'm fine with that. I mean, that's perfectly defendable. Hey, you might price it both ways and tell me which one's most cost effective.
Add alternate FU shredder.
What'd you do for the trusses and how you price doors and windows?
Good question. So
You got
trusses,
headers figured in there, so.
let's go through that. Let's go $350 a truss.
All right.
And then headers, is that what you were asking?
Well, headers I did 2x10s, but
Okay.
doors and windows, what'd you do on that?
That is a 4-pack of studs.
Okay.
Did that right there.
Then you just multiply that times 4.
So you said it's spruce head is
I did that
what?
right there, and no fish.
Studs.
Extra.
And the reason, so that's what comes, and this is kind of gonna become somewhat relevant here, maybe potentially. So those studs come out of Canada. So your spruce fir, which is your particular type of, you know, tree, that's mostly gonna come out of Canada. So you think like, oh, Arkansas, we got all the studs we want, but we only grow southern yellow pine, which warps horribly. It works fine if you're gonna nail it off every 6 inches, and it's really strong, but I'm telling you, like, it will like bow out like a foot. So that's why you want the good Canadian wood for your studs.
Is it retail wise, or is there like, is there makeup of the Canadian wood there?
It's where it's telling the bottom.
I have, like, it's a different species altogether, and so it's just got different characteristics.
It has
It's
to
got-
do with how fast it grows here.
Okay.
The heat and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy fast.
That's just what I've been told.
Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense, like, I don't,
Cause look.
all I know is that,
This is my-
that Canadian wood does not bow, it's straight, which you need for studs. But the why, that makes as much sense as anything, is if theirs grows slower, it doesn't work.
And then you check pressurized wood for the.
Pressure treated.
Pressure treated.
It's just 3 cents.
And that's gonna be for the top one, right?
Bottom plate.
That's what you.
That's in contact with the ground, so it's pressure, so when you say pressure treated, you take just a regular, southern yellow pine, you stick it in a pot, big pot, and then you fill it up with water mixed with arsenic, or used to be arsenic, now it's copper, just copper powder. And then they pressurize the vessel for, I don't know, a couple days. And all that water full of poisonous copper seeps into the wood. And then they drain it and pull it out, and it turns kind of green. You ever seen wood that looks green like a deck?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's what it is it's just the greenness is telling you that it's extreme grade wood. And so anyway, you put that in contact with the ground, because that's the first wood a termite will come in contact with, they'll kill it, if they eat it, and they don't get into the rest of the building.
Hell no, this building's not waterproof.
Pressure.
What's it called? OSB never knows how to.
We don't need,
Big.
It was yellow.
yeah, we don't need it.
Yellow.
Southern yellow.
Whatever you
Just fill it out, like,
whatever you.
Correct.